Okay, welcome to another art video here with me, Richard. In this video we're going to look at something else. In the previous video I was showing you like some faces, how you can like start with a basic shape like a circle or an egg or whatever type of shape, and you don't have to necessarily do a circle like this and then do the point below it, or let's say do a circle and then go and do the jaw and then the point below it and all that, and do all the lines in and this. You don't necessarily have to do all that, I find. Okay, when you want to design your faces, how they're going to be, you don't have to necessarily do that, but it helps. And another thing I want to say is like the whole thing, like you can do heads in different shapes, like I've already said. Like you may just decide to do a circle that's a circle, but it's like a bit pointy at the bottom, and you just imagine where that center line is going to be. So if it's like that, it's there. See, the chin's about there. Now you can see it's like more pointy there. Well, what we're going to do is I'm just going to draw a few cubes. Okay, just draw a few cubes. Let's just draw some cubes so we can practice drawing some cubes. And now what I'll do is I'll just do a line across the front first. Right, we'll do it like that, and we'll turn this cube, right? So let's just do a few different cubes in different positions, basically, is what I'm saying. Okay, so if I do this, hang on, let's do it more 3D. I think let's do it more 3D. So if I have a head, let's say if I have a cube that's looking up in that angle, okay, and we do a line across and there, one across this side as well. See, it's like a Christmas present almost. So you can get the idea that this is like a chin. Right, you get the idea, right? So you can see that the character's looking up now. Could be looking down. Could do a down one as well. Let's do another angle on this side where the character's looking down on an angle on that side. So we got this, and this going on. Now you could have the tops and the bottoms if you wanted to do that, but you don't necessarily need to. Okay. Now this is going to be attached to something, right? So let's imagine that this is attached to something, right? In the center there, that's the neck, basically. Okay. And yeah, this is kind of stretched out, if you notice. Like it's not like it's a bit rectangular. So let's just start working on this, right? So we're going to have two eyes here, some weird looking guy, and we're going to see under the nose a little bit, this triangle here, and we're going to have a mouth about here, and eyes here, and an ear where that point marks. Okay, about there. Now I'm going to do cheeks there. He's kind of a chubby looking guy, right? The bottom of the chin is going to be about here, and the neck is going to go down here. We're going to have like a bit of the Adam's apple, let's say. Okay, and this is where this jaw meets up. So this is where the jaw actually goes in. Okay, guys, it goes about here. And for a long time, this is something that was really confusing me as well. But this is what is kind of hard to do. So this goes in here, but you don't have to draw this line in such detail. You can just put a few little marks, like a little line. It depends what you want to do, really. Or you can just work it with shadows and things. You just turn that down a little so you can see a bit better what we're doing. So I'm doing this line here. We've got this weird looking guy. Let's put a pair of shades on him, damn it. It's a weird looking guy. And this jawline will be about here, going down to the jaw. I'm just doing that just to show you. Now this will be where this neck bit is, okay, and it would go down there, and then it would come up from the back, and then we'd have hair. Now from this angle we're not going to see much of the top of the head, so if I'm doing this I've got to keep the perspective in mind. So let's have that about there. So I'm rounding that off. We're not following the actual cube. And you see how I do this? Look, from the top. You see how you can't see the top, man. We're seeing less and less from the top there. I could even like change that face shape a little bit if I wish to, like that. See, fix it up a bit. Also, the neck doesn't look too clean, so we're gonna like clean it up a bit, like a nicer kind of shape. You may have to like erase a few times. That's all right, you know. It's totally fine. So you get it nice and clean, okay. You know, and then you got your picture, okay, basically. This comes right out here, as we see, so you can like erase that a bit, you know. And we're just following the basic line. Now let's draw this same guy. We can do cheekbones if you wish to, do a bit of cheekbone there. Yeah, you know. Let's do this same. You can give him a smile if you wish to, you know. Hey man, pretty cool, huh? Cheekbones or whatever. Let's imagine, okay, we're going to draw this same happy guy on the other side now. Okay, so let's imagine we're going to do that. The nose, we're going to see this pointing down. We're not going to see underneath this time. We're going to see it's pointing down. We're just going to do a little. I'm not going to draw much of a line here. I'll draw a little bit of a line to show it. You don't have to. We'll start with two small eyes just to start us off with, as we did before. And now we're doing it in reverse, so we're looking more down. So I'm going to try and follow the shape of this guy's head the way we had it. A little bit of a cheek there. This may go down a little bit below. It doesn't matter too much. Put a smile. It may not look exactly the same. Don't worry. We're just doing a rough one here. I've decided to start the ear there. You may want to have it dead center, but I'm just having it about there on that line. The cheek, the chin will be about here. It'll come round and then sharply go up from where the jaw ends. So we've got under there and then up here, basically. The basic idea. As I say, I'm not the best artist. You may have realised that already. So, you know, it goes about there, okay, and then this under there, you're going to see a bit of the Adam's apple, the neck going down there. You know, and this may even be needing to go a bit further back, the ear, I think. So we're going to just change the ear a little bit here. Now I'm not drawing a beard or a strong shadow on this guy. I'm just trying to clean up the shape as we go, okay. It's not the best. It's not the best at all. You may want to do it more sharper like that, coming in. Just work it however you can until it looks about right. Now the neck, yeah, the back of the neck. I'm not trying to give him a super long neck like a dinosaur. So now the let's get those iconic shades on the guy. Roundish kind of shades. I don't know who this guy is. I've got no idea, but he knows he's well known in the community. Okay, you know, go there. That's that. Okay. And now, yeah, it looks about like the same sort of guy, right? It's the same guy. It is the same guy, right? It's him. It's that guy. You know, and we'd have this guy here, and you get the idea, though, right? So we're going to do this here. This video is not really about character drawing. I'm just and you can see I'm just designing, and you can see here how I'm like shaping the hair around that, and we're seeing more of the top now. We're seeing more of the top, right? We are literally seeing more of the top than the other side, than on the other picture we had. Cheekbones, you can do a little line down there if you want to do that. A line here. Again, be careful when you're doing your lines certain ways, because you may want to do certain things, such as, like, you know, you can see how the neck is going here. So I might want to have like a collar. Let's say he's wearing some shirt of some kind, okay. You know, so like from here we're going to see the top part of that collar, right, from here, this end, and that's going down there. It's not the best picture, I know, but you know, get the idea, okay. So about like that, right? That kind of thing, though, right? And you get the idea, and it would go straight down onto the shoulders or whatever, or maybe here, let's say. You see, and you just work it as you go along, sort of thing. Just fix it up as you go. You don't want to end up with a super long neck or whatever, but you can do certain lines here. See, maybe fix that Adam's apple a bit if you wish to. Fix certain lines up. Make the chin a bit longer. Whatever it's going to be. And just work things out. So that's a basic one there. Okay, and if I turn that back up again and move things around, I sometimes show you this in my different videos. I'll show you what we actually had, you know. So that's where that comes from, you know. And you can work with whatever colours you want, obviously, and do. And then what I like to do is I like to go under the layer, like make another layer, and then go underneath that, and then you can just put all your colours in. You know, just start painting. If you wanted to do it, I know I'm not using black here. I know black for the lines. If you wanted to make that look black now, the actual lines, you could just go into the brightness settings and turn the brightness all the way down, contrast or whatever, and it would make those lines on the line layer black. We're working on a different layer here now. I'm just doing the colours on a different layer. Okay, guys. I want to say thank you for watching, by the way. It means a lot. And you can work on these different layers, like remembering which layers on top of which, keeping the line layer right on top, you know, but just working different layers on top of other layers so you don't end up having problems mixing things up, you know. I'm going to turn the opacity down on this layer too, so it's slightly transparent, just so I can show that there. I'm just doing a bit of colour just to show you, okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this guy blue hair just to be lazy, okay. So I'm going to give the guy blue hair in a moment. Maybe you think he's cool looking with white hair. I see a lot of young people walking around with white dyed hair these days, man. But it's like, I don't know what's going on, but it should be like, when you're old, your hair goes white. I'm 37 in this, or almost 37 years of age in this video. It's 2019 in this video, but time is not important. It's about living your life and being creative. But the thing is, you know, yeah, you know, I've got a few white hairs myself. So just fixing it up with the size of the brush there, just quickly doing a few hairs there, you know. And the good thing is, as I say, if I just merge these layers down, if I merge them, right click on the top layer and then go flatten image, yes, let's quickly make a duplicate of that, and then go to filter and go down to adjust and go down to levels, or the color adjustment curves. We're going to levels. On this we've got two bars here. We go to the bottom bar for this, just to be simple. Bring it down slightly, go to OK, then drag this layer below, and you can erase light to show shadow, or erase shadow to show light. I'm going to the eraser now. I've clicked the eraser up here top, and I'm just going to just do a bit of shadow underneath here, underneath there, just to show. Okay, underneath there too, you know, just showing where those dark areas are, a bit underneath the hair. Or heck, for this one I'll just do shadow on one side. That's what I'll do. Try and follow the shape of the head if you can. Well, you must follow the shape of where the light's going. You need to remember. There's no must in art, but I'm saying the basic thing is you want to keep an eye on that, you know. On this side we'll just finish this one by doing the same thing. We'll put shadow on the other side for this one. You see, we can imagine that you can imagine where the light is actually coming from, you know, obviously, when you're doing this. And you can spend more time on this and work as you go along. If you don't like the level of brightness, you can obviously adjust that bottom one to be lighter. You can adjust these bars. You'll get used to them as you work along the way. Okay, that might be okay there. As I say, you can, if you didn't want red lines, you can have black lines, obviously, you know. I just did that for this video. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.